Hello and welcome back to Two Birds, One Stone Backyard Gardening and Living. My name's Paul and you're in Port Angeles, Washington on the Olympic Peninsula Zone 8B. And right here we have an asparagus bed with 50 crowns planted last year. So they've had one full season in this bed. And today I'm going to show you my simple and unique, semi-unique way of prepping my asparagus bed. Today is March 21st and I'm going to be prepping this asparagus bed that I planted previously last year in the spring, 50 asparagus crowns. Unfortunately, probably not going to get much of a harvest this year because you're not really supposed to harvest until about the third year that your new crowns are in, because the plant needs a lot more energy, bigger crowns roots in order to push that asparagus up, and you don't want to weaken those crowns too early. Asparagus is a long-term project that you should start right away. Asparagus beds can last up to 50 years, so with my luck I could be buried right there and the asparagus would still be growing. Okay, the way that I'm going to prep this is by burning it, of course. I'm going to burn it. And the reasons that I'm going to burn it are fivefold. Reason number one is that my native soil is acidic. It's about a 5.96 on the pH scale. And asparagus like a pH level of neutral, which is 7. Burning raises the pH, makes it more basic, your soil, which is what I exactly want for these asparagus, is a slightly more basic soil. Reason number two, after I'm done burning it, this whole bed, this little raised bed, should be the color black. And the reason that that's good is because black absorbs sunlight and heats up the soil faster, shooting those spears up faster. Just more time and more energy for those plants to grow. In the future, I'll have big, huge harvests. Reason number three, weeding. It helps with weeding. It doesn't eliminate the weeds. I do have some weeds sneaking through the mulch. It looks pretty good, but there is some weeds sneaking up through. And this won't eliminate weeding, but it will definitely help those keep those weeds at bay. Reason number five is the asparagus beetle, the awful, dreaded asparagus beetle that leaves a sticky kind of fluid on the asparagus and hurts the plants. And the reason that the asparagus beetle might be alive or show up is if you leave the canes, the larvae can stick around in the garden, in the canes over winter. And by burning them off, there are no ferns here, canes, ferns. There are no ferns here because I did take them off last year, but I'm going to be burning from now on. And I think it's a great solution to improve your asparagus beds. I'm a fan of fire in the garden. So you guys are going to be watching me burn this off, and by the time I'm done, I should have a beautiful black, sooty, kind of mostly burnt mulch layer here that I'm going to leave. You're watching Two Birds, One Stone Backyard Gardening. Subscribe, and I will show you what these asparagus look like as they pop up through the ashes. Also, I have some strawberries that are co-planted here. I'll take those out before I burn, and then I'll put them back in. Okay, got the strawberries out. Now I'm just gonna fluff up the mulch. I'm gonna fluff up the mulch so that there's more surface area and I get better consumption of the fire with the mulch. It's been a little bit wet here, of course, on the Olympic Peninsula, but I think this stuff will basically burn. I don't need it to completely burn. It doesn't need to be 100% consumption. But now I'm gonna fluff up the mulch. All right, now I'm gonna spark it and burn it. We'll see what kind of, hopefully we don't get too much smoke. I'm also gonna weed right along the edge right here, all these weeds that grow up along the edge. I'll just blast those too, like these guys. you guys, it didn't come out quite as black as I was hoping, but you get the idea, and I think actually it will help. I was able to burn the sides there to keep the weeds from coming up, burn the other side, and I'll do that throughout the summer. All right, guys, I got the strawberries all planted back in here, right here, little hills. See how those Mara de Bois do? Looks pretty black, not too bad. The side here as well, all the way around. Really helps with weeds coming up around the raised bed there. And check in with Two Birds, One Stone Backyard Gardening and Living as these asparagus pop up, and all the other interesting projects and stuff that I have going on around the urban homestead. Thanks for watching.